Hello there, and welcome to the Console Gaffer, a quick review of some of the most favourite players I've used in FM26 so far. Some players that you'll probably know, some players that you may not know, but I'm going to go from a 1 to 11, starting with the goalkeeper and through to the striker, with potentially a couple of honourable mentions thrown in there as well. So first, possibly a bit older, 29 years old, Mexican international goalkeeper, Luis Malagon. Good, solid, all-round goalkeeper. He's decent enough aerial reach, good command of area. Handling's pretty good at 15, reflexes is good at 16. He's got good concentration, good composure, and bravery. Positioning 12, so potentially could be all right with that as well. But he's a good goalkeeper, Mexican international, and as you can see with the scout report, you could probably pick him up for between 14 to 17.5 million pounds. Bearing in mind we are in season 2026, so he has just not long moved from Club America as he starts there at the start of the saves, but he moved to Cruz Azul for £6.75 million. So you can pick him up for £6.75 million at the start of your save. Good goalkeeper. As you can see, two seasons in already, average rating of 7.27 and 7.05. Not really breaking the bank if you get him after the first season. Right-footed goalkeeper. Reflexes, like I say, is good. His passing is okay, and one-on-ones is at 13. All in all, good, solid, all-round goalkeeper. No nonsense goalkeeper, and he can also play as the ball playing goalkeeper as well, so we can play all three roles very, very comfortably. Like I say, he will not break the bank. He's experienced. He's got 20 international caps. He's 29 years old. You could probably still get 6, 7 years out of him, no problem at all. We will then move on to the right back area, and potentially stat-wise, you might be thinking, no chance, but he does grow into an absolute beast of a player. Currently at Leicester City, and he's at Leicester City at the start as well. And he's played one game so far in the Sky Bet Championship. Terrific signing if you scout him for the future. You can get him between 650,000 and 8.75 million pounds. Good strength and stamina, decent athlete. The more you play him, the better he will become. So currently not the best stats in the world. Physical stats, pretty decent. Good aggression, anticipation and bravery at 20 years old. Tackling's pretty good. Marking's okay, and first touch is 11, so he will improve more and more. Pace-wise, decent as well. Right foot, left foot, he can play anywhere along the back line, left back, right back, also central defence, and he can push up wide right as well. So if you see Badialuko into the future, this we are now in 2031. He's sitting currently at Al Hilal, worth 77 million pounds. You can see his physical attributes have all gotten better as well. His aggressions went up, his anticipations went up, his braveries went up, his determinations at 18, positioning, teamwork, vision, work rates all good. Techniques went to 11, tackling, passing's increased, marking's increased, heading, first touch, dribbling, and crossing. If you can just have a look at his career, great average ratings all in, mainly at Celtic, but then he's went to Al Hilal as well, and he's played 11 games, 1 goal, and a 7.34. Very good player for the price you could pick him up at. Yeah, Badialuko, right back. I would suggest you give him a little bit of a look. Next again, we have got central defender Rui Silva. So at this point in time in the career, 2026, he's currently with the Benfica B side. He's only 19 years old and already 6'3", good, decent enough acceleration, decent enough pace. His strength will improve if you play him. decent enough technique, tackling, passing, marking, heading. He's only 19 at this point in time, so if you bring him into your teams and slowly push him and get him some game time, he will improve absolutely tremendously. And he does go on. I've had him in, I think it was my Dagenham and Redbridge save. He actually turns into the captain and he's helped us win the Champions League and a couple of titles as well. So Rui Silva, you can pick him up as well. At the moment, at this point in time in your save, for very low fee, this is saying between 58 and 575k, and just watch him progress as he goes. So yeah, Rui Silva, central defender, give him a look. He's only 19 in game, and he'll just progress and get better and better. Next central defender that we had him, I think, a Celtic save. Very, very, very good player. French, 24 years old, in save at the moment in 2026. Obviously 2023 from last season. And 6'4" again. Good technique, good marking, good heading ability, and a decent enough first touch for a centre back as well. You can see his mental attributes very, very good. Aggression 13, anticipation, bravery, composure, concentration, all good. Positioning's good. Teamwork and work rate, all very good. And then you've got his physical attributes. Acceleration at 14, agility 12, balance 14, good jump and reach, very good pace for that bit of recovery. Right centre back, ball playing, no nonsense, overlapping, wide centre back as well, advanced centre back. He can play any position you want him to play. He can also step into the midfield because of his technique and his composure. Obviously, his flair and off the ball movement will probably let him down, along with his finishing and crossing if he's in the midfield. So he can also play at right back. Scouting him at the moment, you could pick him up as he's at Augsburg. And he's played there, as you can see, 34 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, an average rating of 7, and so far this season, the Bundesliga, 11 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, 6.93. So Augsburg, he's there at the moment. You can pick him up with a scout report saying between 9 and 13.75 million pounds. 24 years old, great age. He could be your mainstay in defence for the next 6-7 years easily and still have a resale on him. So Christian Matsima, French, currently at Augsburg. You can pick him up between, well, £13 million. Very good central defender. Then we've went a left back. We're going Josh Doig. We've had a few left backs that have been pretty okay, but I feel Josh Doig, for the age, the price you can get him at, and as you can see, some of his stats already in game from Sassuolo in Italy. Very, very good. So he's left back, Scottish international, just starting to break into the Scottish international team. 2 caps in 2026. If you look at his career so far, average rating last season over 3 games was 7.21. This season so far, he's played 9. He's got 1 assist, 1 player of the match as well. Very good player, left back. So technical ability, good for a fullback. Good crossing, good dribbling, good first touch, long shots at 12 as well. Passing, tackling, and technique. If you train him, his marking could improve, no problem at all. Very good mental attributes for a fullback. Concentration at 10, and leadership is pretty low, but everything else is where you would want it to be. Even at this age, he's still got some room to improve, and his physical attributes are very, very good. Acceleration, 15. Add that in with a pace of 16. Good strength, stamina to get up and down the left. Naturally fit. So yeah, very good. And he is 6'2". So I have no doubt you could probably train him to be a left back as well. Obviously, just if you could just improve his heading ability. But as a fullback, he can play advanced wing back, any position you really want to play him. He's got 4 traits: runs down the ball with the left, shoots from distance, tries long range passes, and runs with the ball often. Left foot, strong, reasonably right foot. So yeah, very good player. And if you look at his scouting that we've scouted him, he has a release clause that is already in play at the start of the career for £8.25 million. For the stats of this left back, very, very good for that price. Go and give Josh Doig a look. We then move on to our wide player, and we play Alexander Rosing Leliset, Norwegian, currently only 19 years old in game, and yet again, you might say, stats-wise, not great, but he does turn into be an absolute top-class player on the wing. He has, like I say, he's only 19 years old. He's Norwegian. If you look at his technical attributes, crossing at 11 already, good dribbling at 14, first touch is 13, long shots at 11, and his technique is 13 already. Work rate's 11, which is okay for a winger. Teamwork 12 as well. Off the ball 11. His flair is at 16, determination at 17, bravery 13, and aggression 19. So very, very good. Physical attributes is good as well. Pace 14, acceleration, natural fitness. He is 6 foot as well. He's got a trait of uses outside of his foot. If you look at his scouting report, you can pick him up now between 3.7 and £7 million. Potential ability, he could prove a hell of a lot, and he does improve a hell of a lot. This is 2031, and Leliset has got 13 caps for Norway and a goal. He's 24 years old at this point in the save, and as you can see, you look at his physical attributes have all jumped up. So strength to 17, stamina, pace, natural fitness, very good. Acceleration is good as well. For some reason, he's dropped in height. Not sure why that is, but is what it is. Mental attributes have went up as well, so his work rate has went up to 12. His flair's in there. His decision making's went up to 13. Composure's went up to 12 as well. Bravery 13. His passing's up to 12. Technique 13. So yeah, first touch 14, dribbling 16. I've had a lot of fun with this guy playing in my teams, and you can see stat-wise, he has got ratings very, very good. And I'm even talking in Champions League wise as well. Very good ratings. 5 assists in Champions League. 4 assists, goals. So he's done very, very well. Good average rating. Assists. 8 goals, 5 goals, 7 goals, and assists all over the place. So yes, he's probably been my best and most consistent. You could go with like the obvious ones, like the Bakayo Sakas and all that you could pick to play. But for me, finding players like this and playing them week in, week out, and seeing them improve really is really quite enjoyable for me. So that's why I've picked Leliset, the Norwegian lad. 13 caps, 1 goal so far. Give him a go on the wide. You can play left or right. We've been playing him mostly. I've played him mostly right hand side whenever we have played. Middle of the park now, and one again, bit older, 27 years old in save, 26 years old. If you start the career, he's at Inter Milan or at Blue as you want to put it. Italian international, 32 caps, 8 goals. Really, really enjoy playing with this guy. When we brought him in, as you can see, stats of the mental attributes, first class. Physical attributes, very, very good. And technical attributes for where you want to play him. Now, I think I played him as a channel midfielder. And as you can see, dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing, technique, off the ball movement, 19, very, very good. Composure, 18, anticipation, 17. You add that to his finishing of 16, and you've got an attacking midfielder that will score goals for you. Like I say, a wee bit older, £13 million he's worth. You can get him between 11 and 14. Don't overlook him just because he's 27 years old. Give him a go. He will bag goals for fun if you play him in an attacking team, an attacking formation. Davide Fratesi, top midfield player for me. And he is... So yeah, go give Davide Fratesi a look if you're looking for an all-round midfield player who can do it all. Central defensive midfield player, we have been mostly playing Hugo Larsson. We picked him up a few years into the future. What a player the Swedish lad is. 22 years old in 2026. You can get him 2021 when we start in 2025. Hugo Larsson, currently 22 years old in the year 2026. He's still at Eintracht Frankfurt, where he moved from Malmo for £10 million. So you could pick him up between 43 to £65 million. Superstar of a player. He is only 22. He's going to improve massively. He can play box-to-box playmaker. He can play central midfield as well, but he's natural as a CDM playing box-to-box. He's 6'2", and if you look, work rate, that's where the box-to-box comes in. 17 work rate, teamwork 16, determination 16. You know, his mental attributes are second to none. Then you've got his physical attributes, stamina to get up and down the park, pace is not too shabby at 14. And then you've got your technicals, 14, tackling 11, passing at 14 as well, long shots, first touch 14, heading 11, dribbling, crossing. Absolute superstar, but you'll probably already know about Hugo Larsson, as a few people's probably had them in their saves anyway. But like I said, scout-wise, you can pick him up for £43.5 million to £65 million in save. Get him early, because once he leaves Eintracht Frankfurt, he'll go to a big team, a bigger team than them, and your price will be up to 80, 90 million pounds and above easily. So Hugo Larsson, defensive midfield player, give him a go. Kasper Urabanski, and currently at Lega, he's already got 11 caps for Poland. He is only 21 when you sign him, if you were to sign him in his first season. We're in 2026, as I keep saying. He's 22 years old at the moment, and as you can see already, very, very good player. He likes to dictate the tempo, but he does dwell on the ball. You can try and get that trait removed if you fancy it. Technique already at 15, passing at 15, long shots 13, first touch 14. So his technical attributes are all really, really good. Mental attributes, really good as well. Vision 13, off the ball 14, good flair, decision making at 13, concentration 14, composures at 15, bravery 12, aggression 12. Then you've got his physical attributes. Strength, only 22. You could probably get him out in the gym, bulking up a little bit as the years go by. Good stamina, pace, natural fitness. 5'10". Let's say he's a Polish international. He is currently at Lega, and for a player at 22 years old is quite well rounded like this already. He has a release clause in his contract for £3.3 million. Now that is absolute buttons for a player with, like they're saying, technical ability is a hallmark of the player's approach to the game. For £3.3 million, it's a steal. You're better to go and get him now while nobody else gets him. So, first season for Lega, He's obviously just signed for them for £600,000. So you might not get him until the end of like this season, 2026-27 season, but he's still got that £3.3 million clause in his contract. Kasper Urabanski, and thinking some of my saves in the past, he's been to Liverpool, he's ended up at Bayern Munich, teams like that. So Kasper Urabanski. We've then got the enigma that is Daisen Maeda. Now, like I say, again, I could go for any number of players that I've used that has been very, very good on the left-hand side. But for some reason, I've really enjoyed using Daisen Maeda. He shouldn't work in game, but he just does. He just does. Here he's moved to Italy in this save, and he's worth £19 million. You could probably get him for about £11 million or something like that if you sign him if you get him from Celtic. But he shouldn't work, but he does down the left. He just does. His work rate is phenomenal. He does score goals. He does get assists. I mean, look at his work rate, teamwork. But nobody will sign him. Probably because his age. He's 28 in game when you first start FM26. And if you were looking at him to scout him, you would say technique, wow, shocking. Passing, shocking. First touch, shocking. Composure, even poor. Flair's poor. Position is poor. But if you get him and you play him in a wide forward or a winger, where I usually play him or I've played him, he will score you bags of goals and get you bags of assists. Work rate's 18, teamwork 17, off the ball 15, good determination, decision making, concentration's alright, bravery, aggression's 15, acceleration 18, pace 18, and natural fitness 19. He loves to knock the ball past the opponent and run with the ball often. So if you look at Daisen Maeda, he's 34 years old, he's currently at Toulouse. And if you see, his reputation is worldwide. His acceleration is still up there. He's still got natural fitness, pace, and stamina. Work rate's still good. His passing, finishing, first touch is now 11, which is good. His passing's went up to 11. Technique-wise, he's not done anything. But if you look at his career in general, at Celtic, 9 goals, 20 assists, 6 goals, 13 assists, 7 goals, 9 assists. Then he goes to Real San Sebastian, 28 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 3 goals. You might be laughing and thinking, Daisen Maeda, why would you have them in one of your favourite teams? He's just fun. It really is just fun to use. It really is just fun to use. And in the Celtic save and some lower teams, if you get him, very, very good. Then we come to the striker. Now, I've probably had him in just about every save. I've used other strikers and other saves as well, but this man for me has been by far and away the best striker I have used in game. He just scores goals for fun at any and all levels. He really does. 6'5", acceleration 16, pace 16, stamina and strength are top notch. Good enough work rate. Flair, composure's only at 10 currently, but that will improve the more and more you play him. Good enough bravery, finishing 14, and technique. I think it's just the overall this year, the way the gameplay is in FM26, the physical ratings are what you're kind of really looking for, and he ticks all the boxes there. He's just moved to Chelsea from Strasbourg, so you could possibly get him on loan initially, and then with a view to signing him full time for anywhere between 20 and 30 million pounds. Yeah, there you go then. 20 and 30 million pounds. is who you could possibly sign. He scores goals for fun at all levels, like I say. And for me, he's been my favourite striker, my favourite go-to striker in FM26 this season. We are now going to go into our honourable mentions. And Keisuke Osako, Japanese goalkeeper, again, in-game, 26 years old, decent enough age for a goalkeeper, 6'2". At the start, he's Japanese #1 goalkeeper. He's not too expensive to sign, and as you can see at his stats at the moment, good aerial reach, command of his box is at 13, communication 13, good handling, good kicking, very good at one-on-ones. Passing could be worked on for a ball-playing goalkeeper, but if it's just short passing, you should be fine. Punching tendency 14, reflexes 17, rushing out 14, throwing 12. Good determination, decent enough decision making. Composure, if you play him, it will go up. Good bravery, and then you've got agility 15 with strength and stamina 12. Ball playing goalkeeper, no nonsense goalkeeper, and you can just play the old goalkeeper as well. As I say, 16 Japanese caps, and he is Japanese, he's #1 at the start of 25-26, and then into 26-27. Current ability, 3.5, potential ability, 3.5 as well, but he does play better than that. So you can get him from Hiroshima. We signed him, I signed him in this save specifically for £3.5 million. There's another couple of saves, I think it's similar type of money you can sign him for. He is a very good goalkeeper, and I thought honourable mentions. He's not too expensive. £3.5 million. So again, if you're looking for, even if you're looking for a good backup goalkeeper for your team who's not going to break the bank, 25 grand a week, £3.5 million early on. Next again, honourable mention is João Simoes. In game at the moment, he's still at Sporting. He's 18 when the game boots up. He's 19 in this save. He's already worth £23 million, and you can possibly pick him up between 18 and £27.5 million. Defensive midfield, central midfield, attacking midfield. He can play all those positions. Like I say, he's only 19 at the moment. Runs with ball through the centre is his special trait. Physical attributes, apart from his jumping, very, very good at 19. Mental attributes, again, concentration can be at 10, and flair needs to be a little bit improved on. But everything else is very, very good. Composure 16, bravery 16, teamwork 15, his positioning, off the ball, even his leadership for a 19-year-old is at 11. Very, very good. Then you've got technique. He's at 14 already. Passing 15. First touch 14. Finishing again, you could improve on, but the way he currently is, as a 19-year-old Portuguese, he turns into a superstar of a player who's been at like Manchester City. I've seen him in saves. I've seen him at PSG, Bayern Munich, and some saves as well. So I think if you could get him now, round about this age, for £23 million, I think it's money well spent. Even loan him out for a couple of seasons. But João Simoes, really enjoyed playing with him as well, and somebody to go and have a look at. Next again, honourable mention, we have Christos Mouzakidis, already 19 years old, Olympiacos. He's got 20 caps for Greece with a goal at this moment in time. He's 18 in game when you log in to any save. He's 19 in this save, 2026. Two traits, tries to make plays way out of trouble and likes the ball played to feet. Left-footed midfield player, and as you can see already, techniques at 16, passing at 15, first touch 14, work rate 13, vision 14, teamwork 16. Leadership's down, but that's the only thing that's down under 10. down under 11 in mental attributes. And then he's got his physicals. Again, 19 years old, lots of time for it to strengthen up. He's not fast. He is not quick at all. So if you're expecting him to get in behind, then no, it's not. He's not the type of player that can play in the channel midfield player and go and get in behind at this moment in time. Deep line playmaker is probably the best way to play him, just for his current passing attributes and his composure as well. Acceleration, got a nice wee burst, but his pace is not great overall. But he will improve. Christos Mouzakitis, he's only 19 years old. You could sign him for between 10 and 13 million pounds with our scouting at the moment. But for a player of this quality, at 19 years old, Christos Mouzakitis, give him a go. We then move on to another honourable mention of Karim Kanate. Now, one you probably will know of. Again, he scores goals for fun. He's 22 years old. He's at RB Salzburg in this save at the moment. And already 12 goals in 25 games for them last season. In the Austrian League, he's got 3 and 11 this season so far. 741 average rating. Currently saying he's worth £24 million, but he has a release clause of £26 million, which for me is very much so money well spent. Technique 12, finishing at 16, and his composure at 11. Play him more, his composure will go up. Acceleration 17, pace at 15. He's a perfectionist, so he will try his best and do anything he can to improve. Good stamina and good strength. So you'll all be aware of Karim Kanate anyway, but he's an honourable mention for me because he's bagged lots of goals for me as well. And the last one on the list, the last honourable mention, which really a lot of people will have him top striker for them, Francolinho. Currently at FC Midtjylland, and he's still there, and he's there in the start of the game, and he's still there in 2026 at the moment. 12 goals in 22 games with 5 assists, and so far 6 goals in 11 games with 1 assist. You can pick him up between 17.5 and £26.5 million. He's, again, one of the most well-rounded strikers in game. 22 years old. Technique's good, finishing's good, composure's good. His work rate for a striker is very, very good. Good teamwork. Positioning could improve quite a bit, but you work on that in training. He's only 22. He's still going to improve massively. Natural fitness of 16, pace of 16, stamina and strength there, and acceleration. 6'1", left-footed. He can play anywhere along the front line, attacking midfield, right winger, and also through the middle. Another one who I've enjoyed using in game, but for me, still Emmanuel Amenga, it's clear for me in all the saves that I've had so far. And that's it, and that is who I have enjoyed playing with the most on some of my careers that I've used in FM26 at the moment. Let's say there's loads of other players you could pick that are probably better than some that I have picked here, but it's just these ones I've enjoyed playing to the fact that you've developed them from being rather young wonder kid up to getting them to international caps, or somebody like Daisen Maeda who just is just weird in game, probably because of his physical attributes. So yes, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.